What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at the Friday the 13th Part 2 Ultimate Jason Voorhees figure from NECA. This figure was released, I think, 4 or 5 years ago now. So it is kind of an older figure. It's ages 17 and up. It says, warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 age. It's so funny how it says for children 7 and up, or for ages 7 and up, but then it has a choking hazard that says not for kids under the age of 3. So it's like, why even bother putting that if you already have this that says for 17 and up? I don't know. On the back, it says, Mrs. Voorhees is dead, and Camp Crystal Lake is shut down, but a camp next to the infamous place is stalked by an unknown assailant, which is obviously Jason. On the back, we get a few nice pictures of the figure itself. We get a picture of Jason right there. We get another picture of Jason holding the knife. Then we get a picture with his alternate head sculpt, which we'll get into. And you get a nice little picture of the shrine, which unfortunately does not come in this set. It did come in the original 2-pack release with Pamela Voorhees, but it does not come with this. On the side, you get a nice picture of Jason right here in Friday the 13th Part 2. So yeah, fantastic. At the top it says, the body count continues. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this guy opened up and have a closer look at him. Alrighty, so here we have Jason Voorhees out of his packaging. And before we get into the figure, we're going to have a look at his accessories. So he comes with a whole plethora of weapons, as most of these figures do. He comes with a butcher knife, a classic Michael Myers style butcher knife. So if you wanted to, you could recreate the scene where he is about to kill the girl with the knife in the bedroom. It's got some nice rust effect, I guess you could call it, right there on the edge. Just basic brown handle. It's just a regular butcher's knife, chef's knife, whatever you want to call it. It's got a little lip right there. So good, nice detailing on the knife. He also comes with a very oddly shaped machete. Now, the machete, I don't remember if the machete was shaped like this in the movie. I'm sure it was, or else I don't see it, otherwise why they would do it. But it's very oddly shaped. It has like this hook shape going on here. It's got some nice blood work on it. I'm not usually a big fan of the blood work on these NECA weapons. I think it always kind of looks cheap and fake. But it is what it is. That also has some rust effect on the sides right here. What would have been nice is if they added like a slot right on Jason's shoulder that you could place the machete into. That would be really cool. He also comes with a pitchfork. This has a nice handle on the end of it. As you can see, it's just a basic pitchfork. There's nothing too special about it. A little rusted at the top. Just a regular pitchfork. Then he comes with the very large spear. I don't know if it was that big in the movie. Like, this thing's taller than Jason. I don't know if it was that big, but he does come with the spear. Obviously, it's when he kills the girl through the back. And it goes right through her, and then it goes right through the guy as well. Which is a great kill in the film. And then he also comes with a pickaxe. Now this is the kind of the weapon I will display Jason with. I just feel like we see him use this, I feel like, the most throughout the film, especially at the end. So I think this is definitely the weapon of choice here for Part 2 Jason. Has some nice blood work on the end of it right there. Just a basic brown wooden handle. Alright. Then he comes with this alternate head sculpt, which is the unmasked version of Jason, which still looks like Quasimodo. But I'm pretty sure it was inspired by the Elephant Man, just by all that and stuff. I could be wrong, but he's got the one like lazy eye. Not a huge fan of the way this hair was applied. Because it's like applied in pieces. You can see it's like notched and glued in. I feel like if you were to pull at this, you could easily rip it off. Um, but it is a great sculpt. He's got a little bit of a beard going on. And this is obviously from the end of the movie where he jumps through the freaking window and attacks Jenny at the end. But a great sculpting work. And then he comes with, I think, one of the best accessories to come with any Ultimate figure, the campfire. Now, this is a separate piece, but I have since glued it on, just because there's no reason to have it off. I'm not going to plan on taking it off at all. It's great work done with the campfire. I think it's a very creative piece to include in this. But yeah, it's like made out of this rubber plasticky stuff, and same with the flame. So yeah, that is the accessories, and now we're gonna have a closer look at Jason. All right, so here we have Jason. Now, this figure has actually been released twice before. He was released in a 2-pack with Pamela Voorhees, and he was also released in a singular clamshell release. I'm pretty sure he was actually part of the Evolutions of Evil line, along with, you know, the Michael Myers figures and things like that. So, but obviously those versions didn't have any leg articulation. I know the one that came with the Evolution of Evil had the arms just straight. I'm pretty sure the one that came with the Pamela Voorhees was kind of like in this position, because he was made to hold something. He couldn't bend his elbows or anything. This, you get the full articulations. You get the bends at the knees, right there. You get the bend at the elbow, obviously, and then you get full rotation in the mask. But it's kind of hindered because of this neck piece, so it's not as easy to do. I think the mask looks fantastic. Personally, this is one of my favorite designs for Jason. I just love how different it is. You know, this whole look was inspired by The Town That Dreaded Sundown, which is an older film, I believe. You know, all these classic, you know, horror icons have been based off of something. You know, this was inspired by The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Michael Myers was inspired by Eyes Without a Face. You know, so all these, you know, horror icons were based off of something. But yeah, this has always been one of my favorite designs for Jason. I don't know why. I love the hillbilly type look. I mean, it's something different. Jason has some of the most repetitive outfit designs out of all the horror icons. Same with Michael Myers. Jason's the same way. He pretty much wears the same thing in every movie. It's always the green top with the brownish khaki pants. It's always that look, and it changes very little. This is nothing more than a breath of fresh air. I'm so glad they released this figure, because this is definitely one of my favorite Ultimate Jasons, and I have almost all of them. This is a beautiful figure. I love the detailing on the mask. You can see the eye right there. It's got some like dirt smudges, so it's not just a clean piece. This little jumpsuit is made out of like a rubber material. Just this part right here. The pants are a different material, but I love how he's got some nice blood on his hands. And it's not like these are all like he doesn't have any alternate hands. These are the only hands he comes with. One thing I wish they would have done was add the bruise on Jason's thumb. That would have been a nice touch, if they added the bruise on his thumb from the scene where he's holding the butcher's knife. And like I said, if they would have had like a slash, like a little notch right here that you could stick the machete into, like how it would happen at the end of the movie, that would have been awesome. I would have totally dug that. Because this the machete would fit perfectly, especially because it has this sort of, this like curve on it. But yeah, this is definitely by far one of my favorite Ultimate Jasons. It's just an awesome figure. This is actually one of my favorite figures made by NECA, actually. I really do enjoy the hell out of this figure. I think it's awesome. And just having him with the the pickaxe like that, it's just so badass looking. It takes you right back to the movie. Especially for me, because Friday the 13th Part 2 happens to be one of my favorite ones. Out of all the Jason movies. I don't really particularly like too many of them. Part 2 is one of the ones that I do particularly appreciate. So yeah, that is the review of the Friday the 13th Part 2 Ultimate Jason Voorhees action figure. I do hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. Like I said, I am back on YouTube now, and I am starting my journey back on YouTube by reviewing all of my Ultimate figures from NECA. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.